Imagine an island so remote, so forbidden, that fewer people have ever set foot on it than have walked on the moon. It rises like a fortress from the sea, shrouded in storms, whispers and myths. For centuries it has been both feared and desired, a place that defies exploration and refuses to yield its secrets. Today we unravel the untold story of Earth's most inaccessible island, a living mystery at the edge of the map. Humanity has always been obsessed with the unreachable. From the first sailors who dared to cross open oceans, to climbers on Everest, to astronauts on the moon, we are drawn to the unknown. But this island is unlike any other. Remote, isolated and hostile, it is one of the very last places on Earth where nature reigns untouched. Located thousands of kilometers away from the nearest outpost of civilization, it is surrounded by deadly reefs, lashed by violent monsoons, and cloaked in thick clouds that seem to guard it from above. The first written accounts of the island date back to the age of sail. Portuguese, Dutch and British sailors in the 16th and 17th centuries spoke of a forbidding mass of rock rising suddenly from the endless ocean. The descriptions varied. Some spoke of towering cliffs echoing with bird cries. Others described it as eerily silent, with no smoke, no movement, no sign of life. For sailors on fragile wooden ships, the jagged reefs were a death sentence. Shipwrecks were common in these waters, and many of those who attempted to land never returned. One of the most chilling stories comes from the 1800s, when a merchant vessel was driven by storm onto the island's reefs. A small party of survivors managed to make it ashore. Their journals, later recovered from a washed-up chest, speak of strange nights filled with unearthly noises, of fires flickering deep in the forest, and of shadows moving among the trees. Days later, the entries stopped. No bodies were ever found. The sea reclaimed the ship, and the island reclaimed its visitors. Legends grew around these stories. Indigenous people from surrounding regions warned outsiders to stay away, calling the island cursed and protected by spirits. Some tales spoke of watchers, figures who emerged from the jungle to drive intruders back into the sea. Others claimed the island was home to ancient gods or to the restless souls of shipwrecked sailors. Whether myth or memory, these stories reinforced the belief that the island was not meant for human presence. Yet what makes the island so extraordinary is not just its legends, but its life. Cut off for millennia, its ecosystem has developed in near-total isolation. From afar, scientists have observed massive seabird colonies, so dense that the skies darken when they rise in unison. The beaches are alive with crabs that scuttle in countless numbers, their movements almost synchronized, as though the entire shoreline itself were shifting. In the forests, plants twist into unusual shapes, adapted to constant storms and salt air. The biodiversity here is so unique that some scientists describe it as a living fossil, a snapshot of an older world preserved by isolation. Some speculate there are hundreds of undiscovered species, plants that might hold unknown medicinal properties, insects with adaptations never seen elsewhere, reptiles that evolved along their own mysterious paths. But this uniqueness is also fragile. A single foreign seed, a virus, even a trace of plastic could unravel an ecosystem that has balanced itself for thousands of years. That is why modern governments have banned access. Only a handful of researchers have been permitted brief approaches, and even they are forbidden from setting foot on the island. Instead, they use drones, satellites, and underwater robots to gather data. Drones have captured glimpses of pristine beaches untouched by footprints, of vast forests where no chainsaw has ever sounded, of cliffs swarming with seabirds that still live exactly as they did 1,000 years ago. But technology cannot pierce every secret. Thick clouds often shroud the island, making satellite imaging difficult. Drones frequently lose signal under the dense jungle canopy. Submarines detect strange formations along the seabed, perhaps ancient reefs, perhaps shipwrecks, but the waters are too treacherous to investigate fully. The island seems to resist intrusion, even in the modern age. And so the questions continue. What lies in the heart of its forests? Could there be freshwater lakes hidden beneath the canopy? Could ancient human visitors have left behind traces, tools, carvings, settlements, now lost under centuries of vegetation? Every mystery sparks another. For the few who have glimpsed the island up close, the experience is unforgettable. Fishermen who strayed too near speak of overwhelming silence, broken only by the calls of unseen creatures. A naval officer on patrol once described the island as the loneliest place on Earth, a world entirely apart from human history. Even scientists, trained to be objective, admit to feeling a powerful awe, as if the island itself exerts a presence, warning intruders away. In our hyper-connected age, where satellites chart every corner of the globe and drones scan the skies, this island stands as a rare exception. It is unknown, untamed, and perhaps unknowable. In that sense, it is not just a place, it is a reminder. A reminder that despite our technology, our maps, and our hunger to explore, there are still limits. Still places where human curiosity must yield to respect. The ethical dilemma is profound. Should we leave it untouched, a living monument to Earth's resilience? Or should we explore further, in hopes of discoveries that could benefit humanity? Could the island hide a cure for disease, a breakthrough in biology, or clues to ancient human migrations? And if so, would we be willing to risk destroying it in order to find out? Perhaps the most powerful lesson of this forbidden island is restraint. To know that such a place exists and to choose not to disturb it is a kind of wisdom humanity rarely shows. In an age when we have reshaped nearly every landscape, here is a fragment of the world that remains as it was, unyielding and untamed. So the next time you gaze at a map and see endless ocean, remember, somewhere beyond the horizon lies a hidden world. An island so mysterious, so fiercely protected, that it has become more than just land. It has become a symbol. A symbol of survival, of secrecy, and of nature's final stand. And maybe that is its greatest secret of all. That in a world where humans have conquered almost everything, there are still places that do not belong to us, and never will.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will